Have you ever felt like you don't quite fit in? Like there's something different about you that sets you apart from the crowd? Maybe you've had experiences that others find hard to believe, or you see the world in a way that others just can't understand. If this sounds familiar, you might be one of the chosen ones, a person with a special spiritual path. In this video, we're going to explore 15 signs that you might be chosen for something extraordinary. What you're about to learn could change the way you see yourself and the world around you. So, get ready to discover if you're truly not ordinary and what that could mean for your life. Being chosen in a spiritual sense doesn't mean you're better than anyone else. It simply means that you might have a unique calling or purpose in this world. Think of it like being picked for a special mission. It's not about being superior. It's about having a specific role to play in the grand scheme of things. Everyone is special in their own way, but some people have a path that's a bit different from the norm. This path often comes with certain signs or experiences that set them apart. These signs can be subtle or obvious, and they might show up in different ways for different people. As we go through these 15 signs, remember that it's okay if not all of them apply to you. You don't need to tick every box to be on a special spiritual journey. Even if just a few of these signs resonate with you, it could mean that you have a unique spiritual gift or calling. The important thing is to stay open-minded and reflect on your own experiences as we explore these signs. You might be surprised to find that some of these signs describe feelings or experiences you've had but never quite understood before. From a young age, you've had this nagging feeling that you're different from those around you. It's not that you think you're better than others, but you've always felt like you don't quite fit in with the crowd. Maybe you've been called weird or odd by others, not in a mean way, but because they can't quite figure you out. This feeling of being different isn't about being an outsider or a loner. You might have friends and be social, but there's always this sense that you're seeing things from a different angle than everyone else. It's like you're watching a movie in 3D while others are seeing it in 2D. You're picking up on things that others seem to miss. You might find that you have interests or thoughts that your peers don't share or understand. Perhaps you're drawn to topics like spirituality, the meaning of life, or the nature of the universe, while your friends are more focused on everyday concerns. This doesn't make you superior, just different, and that's okay. Remember, feeling different isn't about being better or worse than others. It's simply a sign that you might have a unique perspective or role to play in the world. Embrace your uniqueness. It's what makes you special. Do you often walk into a room and immediately sense the vibe or mood, even before anyone speaks? Can you tell when someone is upset, even if they're trying to hide it? If so, you might be highly sensitive to energy, which is another sign of being chosen. Being sensitive to energy means you're like a human antenna, picking up on the emotions and feelings of people and places around you. This can be both a blessing and a challenge. On one hand, it allows you to understand others deeply and connect with them on an emotional level. You might be the person your friends always come to when they need someone to really listen and understand. On the other hand, being so sensitive can sometimes feel overwhelming. You might find yourself easily affected by other people's moods or feeling drained after being in crowded places. You might need more alone time than others to recharge and clear your energy. This sensitivity isn't just about emotions. You might also be more sensitive to your physical environment. Things like bright lights, loud noises, or strong smells might affect you more than they do others. You might have a strong reaction to certain foods or medications that others don't seem to notice. If you're nodding along to this, know that your sensitivity is a gift. It allows you to navigate the world with a level of awareness that many don't have. Learning to manage and use this sensitivity can be a powerful tool on your spiritual journey. Do you often wake up from dreams that feel incredibly real? Or maybe you have daydreams or visions that seem to come out of nowhere but feel significant. This could be another sign that you're chosen for a spiritual path. People who are spiritually gifted often have a rich inner world that manifests through dreams and visions. These aren't just ordinary dreams. They're often vivid, detailed, and leave a lasting impression. You might find that your dreams are full of symbols or messages that seem to be trying to tell you something. Sometimes these dreams might be prophetic. You dream about something, and then it happens in real life. Other times, They might offer guidance or insights into problems you're facing in your waking life. You might even have dreams where you feel like you're traveling to other places or dimensions. Visions are similar, but they happen when you're awake. You might suddenly see an image in your mind's eye, or have a flash of insight that feels like it's coming from somewhere beyond your normal thoughts. These visions might be brief, or they might be more like daydreams that you can explore. It's important to note that having vivid dreams or visions doesn't mean you're losing touch with reality. In fact, many spiritually gifted people are very grounded and practical. These experiences are simply another way that your mind processes information and connects with the spiritual realm. If you have vivid dreams or visions, try keeping a journal to record them. Over time, you might start to see patterns or recurring themes that can offer valuable insights into your spiritual path. Don't worry if you can't always understand what these dreams or visions mean right away. Sometimes their significance becomes clear over time. Remember, having vivid dreams or visions is a gift, but it's also a responsibility. It's a way for your subconscious mind and the spiritual realm to communicate with you. By paying attention to these experiences and reflecting on them, you can gain deeper insights into yourself and your spiritual journey. As we continue exploring the signs of being chosen, keep in mind that these experiences are deeply personal. What feels significant to you might be different from someone else's experiences. Trust your intuition and your own inner knowing as you reflect on these signs. In the next part of our video, we'll explore more signs that you might be chosen for a special spiritual path. These signs will delve deeper into how you interact with the world around you and the unique experiences you might have had. Stay tuned as we continue to unravel the mystery of what it means to be spiritually chosen. Remember, whether you relate to all of these signs or just a few, it doesn't change your worth as a person. Every individual has their own unique gifts and path in life. If you do find yourself resonating with these signs, it's an invitation to explore your spiritual side more deeply and to embrace the unique role you might play in the world. As we move forward, keep an open mind and heart. Reflect on your own experiences and see how they align with the signs we're discussing. You might be surprised to discover aspects of yourself that you've never fully understood before. This journey of self-discovery is an important part of spiritual growth, regardless of whether you consider yourself chosen or not. In our next section, we'll explore signs 4 through 6. These signs will focus on how you interact with the world around you and the unique perspectives you might have. We'll look at how your intuition plays a role in your life, how you might have a natural ability to heal or help others, and how you might feel a strong connection to nature or the universe as a whole. As we continue, remember that this journey is about self-discovery and understanding. It's not about comparing yourself to others or trying to fit into a specific mold. Your spiritual path is unique to you, and recognizing these signs is just the first step in embracing your true self and potential. So, let's continue our exploration of what it means to be chosen. Get ready to dive deeper into the signs that set you apart and might indicate that you have a special role to play in the spiritual realm. Your journey of self-discovery is just beginning, and there's so much more to explore. Have you ever had a gut feeling about something that turned out to be right, even when it didn't make logical sense? This is your intuition at work, and if you find yourself relying on it often, it could be a sign that you're chosen for a spiritual path. Intuition is like an inner compass that guides you through life. It's that voice inside you that whispers, yes, this is the right choice, or no, something doesn't feel right here. For those who are spiritually gifted, this intuition is often stronger and more reliable than for others. You might find that you just know things without being told. Maybe you can sense when a friend is going through a tough time before they say anything, or you have a feeling about which path to take in life, even if it's not the most obvious choice. This isn't about being psychic or having supernatural powers. It's about being deeply in tune with yourself and the world around you. Trusting your intuition doesn't mean ignoring logic or reason. Instead, it's about finding a balance between your logical mind and your inner knowing. You might find that your best decisions come when you listen to both your head and your heart. If you have a strong intuition, you might sometimes feel frustrated when others don't see what seems so clear to you. Remember that your intuition is a gift, and it's okay if others don't always understand or agree with your insights. The key is to trust yourself and use your intuition as a tool to navigate your spiritual journey. Do you often find yourself in the role of the listener, the advice giver, or the shoulder to cry on? If you have a natural inclination to help and heal others, it could be another sign that you're chosen for a spiritual path. This healing ability isn't necessarily about having medical knowledge or being a trained therapist, although it could be. It's more about having a natural ability to make others feel better, whether that's through your words, your presence, or your actions. You might find that people are naturally drawn to you when they're going through tough times. Friends, family, and even strangers might open up to you about their problems, seeking your advice or simply your comforting presence. You have a way of making others feel heard and understood. This ability to heal and help others often comes with a deep sense of empathy. You can put yourself in other people's shoes and truly understand their feelings and experiences. This empathy allows you to offer genuine comfort and support. However, being a natural healer can sometimes be challenging. You might find yourself taking on other people's problems or feeling drained after helping someone through a difficult time. It's important to learn how to set boundaries and take care of yourself, too. Remember, you can't pour from an empty cup. If you recognize this healing ability in yourself, know that it's a beautiful gift. By helping and healing others, you're fulfilling an important spiritual role. Just remember to balance it with self-care and to honor your own needs as well. Do you feel most at peace when you're surrounded by nature? Or perhaps you often find yourself in awe of the vastness of the universe. This deep connection to the natural world, or the cosmos, is another sign that you might be chosen for a spiritual path. People who are spiritually gifted often feel a profound sense of oneness with nature, or the universe as a whole. You might feel energized by spending time outdoors, whether it's walking in a forest, sitting by the ocean, or gazing at the stars. Nature isn't just pretty scenery to you. It feels alive, and you feel a part of it. This connection might manifest in different ways. Maybe you have a green thumb and plants seem to thrive under your care. Or perhaps you have a special way with animals, able to calm them or communicate with them in a way that others can't. You might even feel a strong pull towards environmental causes, feeling a personal responsibility to protect and preserve the natural world. Your connection to the universe might show up as a deep fascination with astronomy, philosophy, or the big questions of existence. You might spend a lot of time pondering the meaning of life or feeling awestruck by the size and complexity of the cosmos. This isn't just idle curiosity. It's a genuine sense of connection to something much larger than yourself. This connection to nature or the universe often comes with a sense of responsibility. You might feel called to be a steward of the earth or to help others understand their place in the grand scheme of things. This is a beautiful aspect of being spiritually chosen. You have the ability to help others see the interconnectedness of all things. If you resonate with this sign, take time to nurture your connection to nature and the universe. Spend time outdoors, stargaze, or simply sit in quiet contemplation of the world around you. This connection is a source of strength and wisdom on your spiritual journey. Have you ever had a series of coincidences that seemed too perfect to be just chance? Maybe you were thinking about an old friend and then suddenly received a call from them. Or you kept seeing the same number everywhere you looked. These are called synchronicities, and if you experience them often, it could be a sign that you're on a special spiritual path. Synchronicities are like little winks from the universe, showing you that there's more to reality than what meets the eye. They're meaningful coincidences that seem to be sending you a message or guiding you in a certain direction. For those who are spiritually gifted, these synchronicities often happen more frequently and more noticeably than for others. You might find that you often think of something or someone right before it happens or appears. Or maybe you keep encountering the same symbols or themes in different areas of your life. These synchronicities might seem small, like repeatedly seeing 11:11 on the clock, or they might be bigger, like a series of events that lead you to an important opportunity or realization. The key to understanding synchronicities is to pay attention to them and reflect on what they might mean. They're often seen as signs that you're on the right path or that the universe is trying to tell you something. By being aware of these meaningful coincidences, you can gain insights into your life and your spiritual journey. Remember, Experiencing synchronicities doesn't mean that everything in your life is controlled by some external force. You still have free will and make your own choices. Synchronicities are more like guideposts, helping you navigate your path and reminding you that there's a deeper order to the universe. If you often experience synchronicities, take them as encouragement to trust in the journey of life. They're reminders that you're connected to something larger than yourself and that there's meaning and purpose in your experiences, even if you can't always see it right away. Do you find yourself constantly drawn to books, videos, or conversations about spirituality, philosophy, or the nature of existence? Is there a part of you that's always seeking to understand the deeper truths of life? This insatiable thirst for spiritual knowledge is another sign that you might be chosen for a special path. People who are spiritually gifted often have a natural curiosity about the big questions in life. You might find yourself pondering questions like, what's the meaning of life? What happens after we die? Or what's our purpose here on earth? These aren't just idle thoughts for you. They're deeply important questions that you feel compelled to explore. This thirst for knowledge might lead you to explore various spiritual traditions, philosophies, or practices. You might be drawn to meditation, yoga, energy healing, or other spiritual practices. Or perhaps you love reading about different religions and spiritual beliefs, always seeking to understand different perspectives on life and existence. Your quest for spiritual knowledge isn't just about accumulating information. It's about seeking wisdom and understanding that you can apply to your own life and use to help others. You might find that you're able to see connections between different spiritual teachings, or that you have insights that help you understand complex spiritual concepts. This desire to learn and grow spiritually is a beautiful thing. It shows that you're open to expanding your understanding of yourself and the world around you. It's a sign that you're not content with surface-level explanations, but are always seeking to go deeper. However, it's important to remember that spiritual knowledge isn't just found in books or formal teachings. Some of the most profound spiritual insights come from your own experiences and inner wisdom. Don't forget to balance your external seeking with internal reflection and meditation. If you recognize this thirst for spiritual knowledge in yourself, embrace it. It's a sign that you're on a path of growth and evolution. Just remember to take time to integrate what you learn and to trust your own inner wisdom as well. Have you ever felt like there's more to the world than what we can see with our physical eyes? Do you sometimes sense energies, auras, or presences that others don't seem to notice? This ability to perceive beyond the physical reality is another sign that you might be chosen for a spiritual path. People who are spiritually gifted often have a heightened awareness of the non-physical aspects of reality. This doesn't necessarily mean seeing ghosts or having dramatic psychic experiences, although it could. More often, it's a subtle sense of the energies and unseen forces at play in the world around us. You might find that you can sense the energy of a place or a person. Maybe you walk into a room and can immediately tell if there's been an argument or if it's a place of peace and harmony. Or perhaps you can sense the true emotions or intentions of people, even when they're trying to hide them. This ability to see beyond the physical might also manifest as a strong sense of intuition or knowing. You might have hunches or gut feelings that turn out to be accurate, even when you don't have any logical reason for them. It's like you're tapping into a source of information that goes beyond your 5 physical senses. Sometimes, this ability might include more dramatic experiences, like seeing auras around people or objects, having vivid spiritual visions, or sensing the presence of spiritual beings. These experiences can be confusing or even frightening at first, but they're often signs of a growing spiritual awareness. It's important to remember that having this ability doesn't make you better than others. It's simply a different way of perceiving the world, and it comes with its own challenges and responsibilities. You might sometimes feel overwhelmed by the information you're picking up or frustrated when others don't see what seems so clear to you. If you resonate with this sign, it's important to learn how to manage and develop your sensitivity. This might involve practices like grounding, shielding, or meditation to help you control when and how you tap into these perceptions. It's also crucial to stay grounded in the physical world and not get too caught up in unseen realms. Remember, The ability to see beyond the physical reality is a gift, but it's also a tool. Use it to gain deeper insights into yourself and the world around you, to help others when appropriate, and to guide you on your spiritual journey. But always balance it with practical, grounded awareness of the physical world we live in. As we continue to explore these signs of being chosen, remember that everyone's spiritual journey is unique. You might strongly resonate with some of these signs and not at all with others. That's perfectly okay. The important thing is to be honest with yourself about your experiences and to use these insights as a starting point for deeper self-exploration and spiritual growth. In our next sections, we'll explore the final 6 signs that you might be chosen for a special spiritual path. These signs will delve into how you relate to time and space, your sense of purpose, and the unique challenges you might face as a spiritually gifted individual. Stay tuned as we continue to unravel the mysteries of what it means to be spiritually chosen. Have you ever felt like you were born in the wrong era? Or maybe you have a deep fascination with a particular time in history. This feeling of being out of place in time could be another sign that you're chosen for a spiritual path. People who are spiritually gifted often have a unique relationship with time. You might feel like an old soul, as if you've lived many lives before this one. This can make you feel wise beyond your years, but it can also make it hard to relate to people your own age. On the flip side, you might feel like you're ahead of your time, with ideas and perspectives that others aren't quite ready for yet. You might be drawn to futuristic concepts or have visions of how the world could be that seem far removed from current reality. This feeling of being out of sync with time can be confusing and sometimes lonely. You might find it hard to fit in with current trends or social norms. But it's also a gift. Your unique perspective allows you to see beyond the limitations of the present moment and draw wisdom from the past or inspiration from the future. If you resonate with this sign, try to embrace your unique relationship with time. Use your old soul wisdom or your futuristic vision to bring new perspectives to the present moment. Your ability to transcend time in your thinking can be a powerful tool for spiritual growth and for helping others see beyond the confines of the here and now. Do you feel like you're here to do something important, even if you're not sure exactly what it is? This strong sense of purpose is another sign that you might be chosen for a spiritual path. People who are spiritually gifted often feel a deep calling or mission in life. This isn't just about having career goals or personal ambitions. It's a profound feeling that you have a specific role to play in the world, a unique contribution to make. This sense of purpose might come with a feeling of urgency, as if you're meant to be doing something significant and time is of the essence. Or it might be a quieter, steady feeling that guides your choices and actions throughout your life. Sometimes, this purpose might be clear to you from an early age. Other times, it might take years of self-discovery and spiritual growth to fully understand what you're meant to do. And that's okay. The journey of uncovering your purpose is an important part of your spiritual path. Having a strong sense of purpose can be both empowering and challenging. It can give your life direction and meaning, but it can also feel like a heavy responsibility. You might sometimes feel frustrated if you're not sure how to fulfill your purpose or if life seems to be taking you in a different direction. Remember, your purpose doesn't have to be something grand or world-changing in the eyes of others. It might be as simple as bringing more kindness into the world or helping others in your own unique way. The key is that it feels deeply meaningful and right to you. If you feel this strong sense of purpose, trust in it. Let it guide you in your choices and actions. But also be patient with yourself as you uncover the details of what your purpose might be. Your spiritual journey is about uncovering and fulfilling this purpose, one step at a time. Do you find that your emotional and spiritual experiences seem more intense than those of others around you? This roller coaster of highs and lows could be another sign that you're chosen for a spiritual path. People who are spiritually gifted often experience life in a more amplified way. When you're happy, you might feel ecstatic, filled with a joy that seems to radiate from every part of your being. Your spiritual experiences might be profoundly moving, bringing you to tears or filling you with a sense of awe and wonder. But the flip side of this is that your low moments can feel very low indeed. You might experience periods of deep sadness, not just because of personal circumstances, but because you feel the pain of the world around you. You might go through what mystics have called the dark night of the soul, periods of intense spiritual doubt or emptiness. These intense experiences can be challenging to navigate. You might feel overwhelmed by your emotions or struggle to understand the spiritual experiences you're having. It can be especially difficult if those around you don't seem to experience life with the same intensity. However, these highs and lows are often part of the spiritual growth process. The highs can give you glimpses of higher states of consciousness and deeper truths about reality. The lows can push you to question, to seek, and to grow in ways you might not otherwise. If you experience these intense highs and lows, it's important to learn how to ground yourself and find balance. Practices like meditation, journaling, or talking with a spiritual mentor can help you process these experiences and find meaning in them. Remember, your sensitivity is a gift, even when it feels overwhelming. It allows you to experience life and spirituality in a rich, profound way. The key is learning to ride the waves of these experiences without being overwhelmed by them. Have you ever known something without being able to explain how you know it? Or maybe you have vivid memories of places you've never been or things you've never experienced in this life. This unexplainable knowledge or these mysterious memories could be another sign that you're chosen for a spiritual path. Some spiritually gifted individuals report having access to information or memories that don't seem to come from their current life experiences. This might manifest as a deep understanding of complex spiritual concepts without having studied them, or an inexplicable familiarity with certain cultures, time periods, or even other planets or dimensions. These experiences can be confusing and sometimes unsettling. You might find yourself knowing things you shouldn't logically know, or having skills you don't remember learning. Some people interpret these experiences as memories from past lives or access to a collective consciousness. It's important to approach these experiences with an open mind, but also with a healthy dose of critical thinking. Not every unexplained thought or memory has a mystical origin. However, if you consistently find yourself having knowledge or memories that you can't explain, it could be a sign of a deeper spiritual connection. If you resonate with this sign, try keeping a journal of these experiences. Look for patterns or themes in the information or memories that come to you. This can help you better understand and integrate these experiences into your spiritual journey. Do you find yourself drawn to particular symbols, images, or archetypal figures? Do these seem to show up repeatedly in your life or in your spiritual experiences? This strong connection to symbols or archetypes could be another sign that you're chosen for a spiritual path. In many spiritual traditions, symbols and archetypes are seen as powerful tools for connecting with deeper truths or higher realms of consciousness. They can act as bridges between our everyday awareness and the spiritual realm. You might find that certain symbols or images have a strong emotional or energetic impact on you. Maybe seeing a particular geometric shape fills you with a sense of peace, or a certain animal keeps appearing in your life at significant moments. Or perhaps you feel a deep connection to archetypal figures like the wise elder, the divine mother, or the wounded healer. This connection to symbols and archetypes can be a powerful tool on your spiritual journey. These symbols might appear in your dreams, meditations, or everyday life as guideposts or messages. They can help you understand complex spiritual concepts or navigate challenging life situations. If you have this strong connection to symbols or archetypes, take time to explore their meanings. Learn about their significance in different spiritual traditions, but also trust your own intuitive understanding of what they mean to you personally. These symbols and archetypes can be powerful allies on your spiritual path. Do you often find yourself bridging different worlds or helping others understand new perspectives? Do you feel a calling to guide others on their spiritual journeys? This role as a bridge builder or way shower is the final sign we'll explore that you might be chosen for a spiritual path. Many spiritually gifted individuals feel called to help others on their spiritual journeys. This doesn't necessarily mean becoming a spiritual teacher in a formal sense, although it could. More often, it means acting as a bridge between different ways of thinking or being. You might find that you're often the person explaining spiritual concepts to skeptics, or helping traditional religious folks understand more esoteric ideas. Or perhaps you're drawn to bringing together different spiritual traditions, seeing the common threads that unite them. This role as a bridge builder often comes with a deep sense of responsibility. You might feel a strong urge to share your spiritual insights with others or to help guide them through their own spiritual awakenings. You might be the person friends turn to when they're going through existential crises or spiritual transformations. Being a wayshower doesn't mean you have all the answers. In fact, embracing this role often means being comfortable with uncertainty and continually learning and growing yourself. It's about lighting the way for others while continuing to walk your own path. If you feel this calling to be a bridge builder or wayshower, embrace it. But also remember to balance it with your own spiritual growth and self-care. You can't guide others if you're not taking care of your own spiritual needs. As we've explored these 15 signs of being chosen for a spiritual path, remember that everyone's journey is unique. You might strongly resonate with some of these signs and not at all with others. That's perfectly normal and doesn't make your spiritual path any less valid or important. Being chosen doesn't mean you're better than others or that your life will be free from challenges. In fact, walking a spiritual path often comes with its own unique set of difficulties. But it also comes with profound opportunities for growth, understanding, and the ability to make a positive impact on the world. If you found yourself nodding along to many of these signs, take it as an invitation to explore your spiritual side more deeply. Embrace your unique gifts and perspectives. Seek out others who understand and support your journey. And most importantly, trust in your own inner wisdom as you navigate your path. Remember, being spiritually gifted is not about having supernatural powers or being perfect. It's about being deeply connected to yourself, others, and the world around you. It's about using your unique perspectives and abilities to bring more light, love, and understanding into the world. Whether you resonate with one sign or all 15, know that you have something special to offer the world. Your spiritual journey is not just for your own growth, but for the benefit of all those whose lives you touch. So, embrace your uniqueness. Trust your intuition. Follow your spiritual calling. You are not ordinary. You are extraordinary in your own unique way. And the world needs your light now more than ever. Thank you for joining me on this exploration of the signs of being chosen for a spiritual path. May your journey be filled with wonder, growth, and profound discoveries about yourself and the universe we all share.